is Cheyenne, and welcome back to our final episode of EnGen TV, Engaged Generation, Youth Transforming the World. I hope you enjoyed all of the episodes we had, and finally, you're gonna see our final episodes. I hope you enjoyed and followed along with some of our hair tips. Now let's get along to the video.
Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about hair care for kids, maintenance, and different protective styles that we can do for our hair. So again, we're going to start by moisturizing our hair, so I'm going to blow it out. And that is just because I want the best possible state of her hair to comb. As you can see, her ends are a bit fluffy, so I want them to be combed out so that she's comfortable as I'm doing the hairstyle. And this is just water. It's just to put moisture back into her hair, so as I manipulate it, I am not ripping her hair. So see how it is regular in its natural state, and then as I apply water, it makes it easier to comb out, and it's smooth. It glides smoother. So one tip for detangling kids' hair, you want to hold the middle of the hair and focus on the ends. So as you're detangling, make sure you have your wide tooth comb and you're holding the middle of the hair, and you're actually applying pressure away from their scalp. So you want to hold and you're applying pressure away, and you're combing just the bottom of their hair where the knots and coils are. Exactly. So they should not be feeling you combing. So as you're combing, you're literally applying pressure in the middle, and you're basically combing away, and at the same time you're pulling your hand towards their scalp. So you want it to be super relaxed in this area, but you're applying pressure so that you're getting out the knots on the top. And that is how you properly detangle. And once the ends are detangled, then you move down to the middle and do the same thing. And once the middle is combed through, then the ends are combed through, and then you can go down to the base of their hair. So protective styles are always best for your child's hair because you want to retain the growth and the length that comes with protecting their hair and leaving it alone. So the protective style that we're going to do today on Sophia's hair is going to be 2 braids, and the length or the longevity of certain styles depends on whatever the style is. So for instance, single braids, you can leave those in for about 4 to 8 weeks. So why do we use protective hairstyling as a means to leave our hair alone? We use protective hairstyling so we do not manipulate our hair every day. It is not a good thing to manipulate our hair every day. So by hiding it in other hair or in hairstyles rather, where you don't have to touch your hair for days to weeks to months, it allows our hair to grow without breakage and without the ends being split because they're hidden. We're going to start by parting it down the middle, So I'm going in with the rough part, and then I'm going to use the gel and apply it along the same parting line that I just did roughly. And then you go back in with your precision comb to now make a clean part. You're going to do the same all the way down to her nape of her neck. Whenever you're doing a middle part on their head and it goes all the way back to their neck, always try to use their spine as a guide. So at the back of their nape where their spine connects, that's usually the middle of their head. So as long as your line meets up with that, you should assume that your line is straight. And from the front, you always want to make sure that the line is intact with their nose. So you can just look from the front or from the mirror that it goes from their nose, and then it comes all the way up and goes straight back. So from the nose to the nape. And that's how you get a straight middle part. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just sectioning out an area that I'm going to braid. As you can see, her hair right now is blown out, so it's easier to manipulate, and my comb is able to do one pass through and make a part. So I'm not fighting with her hair or anything of that sort. So for kids, you may want to make the styles more simplistic. It depends on if your child can sit for a long duration of time, or if you need to just get it done and get them out to go. So this style is more on the simplistic side. It's going to be 2 braids with 2 side braids. So it's essentially 4 braids into 2. And what I did was I applied gel again around the braiding section so that none of the hairs are out of place and they just go into my braid smoothly. So yeah, typically you would not put weave in kids' hair because they don't need it and it makes them look too mature. So we would just opt for extensions. And extensions, it blends well with their hair. If your child has less hair, it will make their hair look thicker. And if your child has full hair like Sophia's, it just makes the style last longer. So any style with extensions allows it to last longer than it would with just natural hair. What I'm doing right now, I'm molding her hair. So I'm adding gel again to make sure that there's no hairs out of place, and making sure that the hair is going in the direction that I want to braid. So the key to your braids is to mold the hair prior to braiding, so everything is kind of aligned in the direction that you want to braid. It just makes it easy. What I'm doing right now, which was similar to the knotless braid, the method of feeding in the hair. So if you noticed, I'm adding hair every time or every other time I go down the braid, and that is so that the braid looks natural. If your child's very active, I would suggest just doing smaller braid styles so that it doesn't get messed up as quick. or single braids would be your best option. If you wanted to get your hair done by me, you can easily just go to my Instagram page at JellyDidIt and click the Book Now button. And that'll bring you up to my website where you will see all the dates and times and hairstyle prices and my availability. And then you can just follow the steps and go through that. If you do not have Instagram, you can contact me at my phone number, which will be below, and I will send you the link. But all booking is done through my website online. You guys book early because I'm usually booked a month in advance, so make sure you know your hairstyles and don't delay. So we'll be right back. You're watching Jelly Did It with me, Angelica.
We are people, and we love to get connected. We connect as families because of birth. We connect as friends because we click. And we connect as communities because we care. Seventh-day Adventists are people who connect in communities called congregations, which in turn connect to form conferences, who connect together to form unions, divisions, and the General Conference. Why do we connect? It starts with a connection to the Creator, who invites us on a spiritual journey. When we journey together, we can help each other along the way. This journey is a journey of a lifetime, and as we learn and grow, life becomes filled with meaning and purpose. Our greatest joy is in helping others along the way. Wherever you are on your journey, we believe that we have something to offer that can make your life more whole. So the next time you see a Seventh-day Adventist, remember, you're not looking at someone who stands alone. They are connected to a world church that has 18 million members, gathered in 13 divisions, comprised of 122 unions, formed by 600 conferences, serving in 140,000 congregations in 208 countries, who worship in 924 languages, and they all want to connect with you.
I hope you enjoy watching EnGen TV, put on by the youth of Apple Creek Seventh-day Adventist Church. You know, at Apple Creek, we love the community, and we especially love kids. And we have a special program that we put on every summer just for the kids. We call it VBS, and the kids will have a whole lot of fun, and it's a 1 week long program. And the best of all, parents, it's free. We do it for the community, and this year we're making it virtual. So wherever you are, you can join in. So join today, click and follow the link and register your child or children. We'd be glad to have them. Whether you have kids or teens or adults, there's always a place for you at Apple Creek Seventh-day Adventist Church.
One of the things I appreciate the most about my experience at Crawford is that you're more than a number. You're actually the part of a family.
I love my time at Crawford because of the family atmosphere.
One of the things that I love about my children attending Crawford Adventist Academy is the fact that they are around excellence all day, every day.
Leadership.
Community.
Spiritual.
Safety.
Fabulous.
Love.
Christian.
Awesome.
You are watching EnGen TV. Engaged generation, youth transforming the world.
So now I'm completing the other side of the hairstyle. It's going to be a mirror image of what's on this side, which is a small braid and one large braid. I'm doing the feed-in method, so that's why these braids are actually called feed-in braids, to a literal explanation of what I'm doing. I'm actually just feeding in the braids, the hair, sorry, and that's where they get their name from. This braid for me, it will take about an hour to do total, and this hairstyle will last you about a week and a half. Some people wear it for 2 weeks, but I say a week and a half, depending on how well you tie it down or maintain it at night. So with the feed-in method, it actually makes the braid flow better on your hair. I don't know if you remember back in the day where everybody braids used to start with like a big knot at the front of their hair. That is because we did not know how to feed in the hair. So I know for myself, most of my hairstyles started with little knots at the front. Whereas now, when you start with the client's natural hair and then you start to feed it in, it actually allows the braid to look like it's flowing from their scalp. And that's how you get that gradual build of the braid. So from small to big, and then it looks like their hair, compared to a big knot, and then it's like one size throughout the whole braid. So after you're done your 2 braids, to clean it up a bit, you're going to get some more gel and just go in at the sides or on the hair that is left out, or leading into the braid rather. You're just going to apply some gel on the left out hair. Then you're going to take your comb and you're literally going to just guide it in to the braid in the direction that you already put it in. And do the same on top. And then you're going to take the tail end and smooth it in. Smooth it right into the braid. And then you're going to look at your 2 braids before you dip them and see if there's any flyaway hairs. You might have some hair sticking out. So you're just going to go in with your scissors and cut them. It's like give it a little trim to your braid so it's as neat as possible. So I've just boiled some hot water, and I'm actually going to now dip the fake hair into the hot water. And why we do that is to secure the braid and make sure that it doesn't unravel or loosen itself. So the hot water actually melts the hair, because the hair is essentially plastic. So the water is so hot, it melts the hair and it makes all the little hair follicles bind together. And that is why it doesn't unravel at the ends. I'm going to use the Got To Be spray. Got To Be spray, not an adhesive or not Gorilla Glue, just Got To Be spray, which can be washed out. And we're going to go in and spray down her hair. And this is just extra security to know that her hair will last for the week and a half, 2 weeks it's supposed to last. And that's it. This style will last you about a week to a week and a half, depending on how active your child is or what they're doing. To maintain this hairstyle, to make it last as long as possible, you would tie it down every single night to make sure that it's secured as they sleep, because that's when the most damage is caused, when they're sleeping. So if their hair is tied down and they're rolling around in their sleep, don't worry about it. Their hair will be fine. It's just as long as you tie it down. So growing up, I always wanted to be a physical therapist, and that's what I ended up going to school for. I actually went to school for kinesiology, and I graduated, got my bachelor's degree, and I went into the field of kinesiology as a physiotherapist assistant. And then after that, I was in the field. I loved doing it, but it was kind of interrupting or cutting my hair time short, I would say. So I basically made the decision to just quit doing physical therapy and taking on hair full time. I found that it brought more income to my pockets, and it was more of what I love to do on a daily basis. So when I did that career switch, I found it was more beneficial to my life than I could ever think of. And now I am booked and busy all the time. And that's it for me. Thank you for watching. I'm Angelica, aka Jelly, and I hope to see you one day.
Every episode of Jelly Did It was filmed on the location at Tiwa Salon and Aesthetics. Tiwa, where you can get your hairstyling, fashion, and more. Tiwa, located at Unit 371 Station Street in Ajax. Tiwa, Salon and Aesthetics. It's fire! Hello, my name is Cheyenne, and you are watching EnGen TV, Engaged Generation, Youth Transforming the World. I hope you had a great time watching all of our episodes this month. I think that we've had a lot of fun. And if you want to watch it again, you could always come back to our live stream or on our YouTube page and go to past services and watch it. You know, this is a lot of hard work to get all this done. So we love our community. So if you want to help us, then you could come online and give us viewers, and you could even tell your friends about it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.